All right, for this technology investigation, we're going to crack open the tech stack of one of America's most profitable grocery chains, Publix. But here's the twist. Their secret weapon isn't some fancy new algorithm. While everyone else is locked in a frantic data arms race, Publix is just quietly winning by opting out.
Okay, let's just dive right in. You know, if you're a big retailer these days, this is the question that keeps you up at night. In a totally brutal, low-margin business, how do you actually win? And for pretty much everyone, the answer has been data. More and more data. Build loyalty programs, track every single click, every purchase, create these super complex customer profiles, and then use predictive analytics to know what you want even before you do. I mean, we're talking a full-blown technological arms race.
But then, you've got Publix, a grocery empire that took a long look at this data gold rush and basically decided, nah, we're good. Their success is a direct challenge to the conventional wisdom of the entire retail industry. It's pretty wild.
So how in the world are they pulling this off? Well, it really comes down to a total shift in thinking. Instead of building this massive database on you, the customer, they built their entire system around their own people, a system that's founded on trust, not on tracking.
And you need to understand, that's not just some feel-good marketing line. No, that is a core architectural principle. That's why you don't see a loyalty card scanner when you check out. It's a conscious choice, a system designed specifically not to collect that kind of data.
See? The secret sauce here is that Publix is employee-owned. And trust me, that changes everything from a data point of view. Because they have crazy low turnover, they get incredibly consistent store operations. And think about it. When you have the same people running the same processes day in and day out, your data just has this natural consistency that's really hard to get with algorithms alone. Okay, so here's the big takeaway from all that. Publix gets the stability and predictability that other companies spend billions trying to find in customer data, but they get it from their people. They basically swapped out algorithmic complexity for human consistency. It's brilliant.
So this people-first approach naturally leads to a totally different kind of tech stack. If they aren't obsessed with tracking people, what are they obsessed with? The products themselves. They are just laser-focused on their inventory. And this one quote, it's basically their entire data philosophy in a nutshell. Forget demographics, forget customer segments. The only question their core system is built to answer is what product moved from the shelf to the cart to the checkout. That is it. End of story.
Okay, so their inventory system, it is a thing of beauty, a real masterpiece of disciplined execution. Every store runs its own SQL database, handling all the real-time transactional data, what's sold, what's on the shelf. They have this tight discipline on the number of SKUs they carry. And for anyone who's not in retail, a SKU, a stock-keeping unit, is just the unique barcode for every single item. Fewer SKUs means your data is way cleaner and easier to manage.
And that discipline, it doesn't stop at the store level. It runs through their entire supply chain. Because their store layouts are consistent and their ordering cycles are so predictable, the data they get is incredibly clean. There's just not a lot of noise. They don't need some massive, complex forecasting engine because the operation is so stable, it practically forecasts itself. It's amazing.
All right, let's get into the nuts and bolts. What does the tech stack actually look like? You'd probably expect something huge and complicated, right? But what you find is just a masterclass in keeping things simple. So this is the whole shebang. You've got SQL Server running the stores, that's the workhorse for all the daily transactions. They've got some legacy DB2 systems for things like finance and inventory, and Teradata for their big picture analytics. It's solid, it's reliable, it's straightforward. You're not going to find any flashy, buzzword-heavy tech here. But honestly, the most interesting thing about their tech stack is what's missing. There's no giant loyalty card database. Zero. There are no systems for tracking your behavior across visits. And there's definitely no customer identity graph trying to link your online profile to what you buy in the store. They just don't build it, period.
Okay, so the big question is, does this simple approach actually work? Does it make them money? Well, the numbers, they don't lie. If you look at sales per square foot, which is a huge deal in retail for measuring efficiency, Publix is just crushing its data-heavy competitors like Kroger and Walmart. They squeeze more revenue out of every single inch of their stores. And hey, it's not just that one metric. This success story is written all over their financials. Higher margins, customer satisfaction scores that are through the roof, and employee retention that other companies would kill for. This data-light strategy is absolutely delivering dominant business results. So all of this, it leads to their real moat, their biggest competitive advantage. and it's something you can't just buy or code. They've built this empire on trust, using an almost analog strategy that, ironically, works incredibly well in our super digital world.
Just think about their marketing for a second. While other stores are using AI to target you with a coupon for 50 cents off your favorite yogurt, Publix is running these beautiful, emotional commercials about family dinners that people actually want to watch and share. They market to a community, not to a data point.
And it all comes together right there at the checkout. There's no, "Can I get your phone number?" No, "Would you like to sign up for our rewards program?" None of that. It's just pure service. The whole philosophy is baked right in. If we give you a great experience, you'll come back. We don't need to track you to make that happen.
So if you want to boil the whole Publix system down, it looks something like this. The store itself, the aisles, that's the user interface. The employees, the people who stick around for years, they're the processing engine. The disciplined supply chain is the backbone. And the database, it's the quiet, humble, but incredibly powerful foundation that makes the whole thing work.
So in the end, it's pretty clear. While everyone else was pouring billions into building data empires, Publix was investing in people, process, and products to build an empire on something far more valuable: trust. And what they proved is that sometimes, in this crazy race for technological supremacy, the simplest system can be the most powerful one of all.